Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to continue to move forward in this process as a secondary assistant principal in Fort Bend ISD. My name is Eugene Daniels, so I guess we can get started with question number one. Tell us about yourself and your experiences in education and leadership. I have 12 years total in education, starting back in 2008. I have 4 years in campus leadership as a high school counselor. One of those years was as a guidance classroom facilitator at Willow Ridge High School. I was a lead high school division counselor at the secondary DAP and HISD as well for 1 year, and I have served as an assistant principal at Dewey Middle School. This is my first year, this particular school year in Spring ISD. It says, please describe an initiative that you have led that has grown you as a future potential administrator in Fort Bend, and what were the challenges and how did you overcome them? The program that comes to mind is the Eagles Connect program. As a guidance classroom facilitator at Willow Ridge High School, there was no real job description, so I created the position to be the perfect liaison or the perfect mix of a counselor and an assistant principal. I created the program to kind of be an option for students that were on their path to being sent to DAP. There were discipline issues, attendance issues, and they were also at risk of failing. So the program was set up to be more of a mentorship program that took care of some counseling as well. We did some group pullouts, we did journal entries every week, and they had arts and craft projects that were all set up to actually give them something to hold on to once they left the campus. I believe in whole child development, so what we did as a big project was an alter ego photo shoot. This allowed the students to actually tell us all their dreams and ideas about what they want to be when they grow up, and then be able to dress that out and actually have a picture to hold on to as maybe something that will actually help them get there. It was great to see some of the students that really did not get involved in some of the particular activities in the school actually get involved with this and watch some of their reactions when we got the pictures back. The biggest issues with the program, of course, was the fidelity of actually believing that the program was going to work. It was the first time that we were doing it at Willow Ridge, so a lot of the teachers were somewhat skeptical, and some of the students were skeptical as well. When the students started to buy in and started to see some of the small growth that was taking place in their grades, as well as some of them getting awards for like most improved, they started to have more pride and belief in themselves and believe in the positivity that was starting to pour down on them. And we started to see major levels of growth, even to the point when the students did do something wrong or something that would get them in trouble, they were much more willing to accept the responsibility of what they did, accept the consequences that came with it, but they were also much more remorseful behind the fact that they made a mistake when they knew now that they had people that depended on them. The students became part of the school once again because of this program. Which leads me to question number three, which says, what are the three top priorities of an assistant principal? First and foremost, in every situation, student safety is number one in my book. Number two, of course, is closing the academic achievement gaps that are in, whether it be a classroom, whether it be in one particular problem of any type, making sure that we are closing any issues or taking care of any problems that students have academically. And number three, creating a climate where the students have the ability or they feel like they are free to explore, they're free to grow, and they're free to continue to blossom and learn. Going back to what I was saying about the Eagles program, the Eagles Connect program, the reason why it was so successful is because the students started to buy in and feeling like they were part of the campus once again. Many of our students that actually get into trouble feel like they become outcasted or singled out because of the fact that they were the ones that made a mistake. Well, the program allowed them to be a part of the school and singled out once again for more of a positive outcome in comparison to the negative they were attached to before, which goes back to creating a climate and the culture on the campus to make the students believe that, yes, we know you're going to make mistakes. We know you're going to do things that are wrong, but we want you to believe in yourself, believe in what we're trying to teach you, and believe in being a part of whatever it is we're creating, to where not only is it okay for you to make the mistake, but it's even better for you to overcome that mistake. That's what I believe an assistant principal's responsibility is. Make sure that every student that walks in that building is in a safe, secure environment to where they're able to receive the academics, close all the academic gaps, support them in every possible way we can, and then create a climate and culture where they can believe in each other, believe in themselves, and believe in what it is that we're talking about, so they start to actually love coming to school and being a part of that community. Thank you once again for the opportunity.